One Tank Trip, presented by WOAY.
What does Fayetteville, Sutton, Marlington, Lewisburg, Hinton, and Bluefield all have in common? Is it because they're on the southern part of the state? Well, technically yes, but they all have something super unique. They are all homes to theaters on the West Virginia Historic Theater Trail. The trail is a statewide tour of over 30 different theaters around the Mountain State. This trail started back in 2010 after receiving a Preserve America grant in 2007, and it's only grown since. This One Tank Trip series will take us to the 8 different theaters on the southern region of the trail. Each one, while similar in nature, offers a unique experience that they want you to join in on.
They're doing theater production, or they are playing movies for their community. It can look different, but each theater is absolutely a landmark within its community, and we're really excited to see them highlighted on this theater trail.
We start this trip in Fayetteville with a town staple, the historic Fayette Theater. The theater originally opened in 1938 as a movie house with the film That Certain Age. However, for some time it was non-functioning, till a local businessman brought it back to life and it became the community theater we know today. Although the theater hosts more than just stage productions, it provides a place for the community to come together.
We have performed plays that were comedies and musicals and Christmas plays. We've had local artists come in and have concerts. We've streamed documentaries that pertain to our local community. We've had memorial services in the building for our community as well. So truly throughout all the years it's been a beacon in the community in downtown Fayetteville. Just bringing laugh and sometimes a place to grieve together, sometimes a place to share hurt and conflicts and hope.
Next we head to the most northern theater on the trail, the Landmark Studio for the Arts. The theater is also the oldest on the trail, as it's been standing since the late 1800s, although it was originally a church. Then in the 80s, a couple who came to Sutton wanted to give this beautiful building a new life.
And I think they had experienced a lot of different culture and things, and they wanted to bring a little bit of that to Sutton. And I also know that their children were involved in the theater program at our local high school when it was really strong. And I think it just it fit our community. The Sutton is kind of known for the arts, and I think it just it made sense to them.
Ever since, the Landmark has hosted multiple shows for the community to enjoy. Now we're heading over to Marlington, where we'll find the Pocahontas County Opera House. This space was built in 1910 and was originally a vaudeville theater. However, it was only a theater for 6 years. Then for a majority of its history, it was a variety of different spaces, from the local paper, a church, rec center, county fair, car dealership, to even storage for a local hardware store. Then a group of people who remembered this place as a theater wanted to restore it to its former glory. They then headed to the state to fund this restoration.
And that's an interesting thing. We found a box of letters at some point that Ruth Morgan, so she was the head of the restoration effort, and just for years she wrote to legislators saying, we have this beautiful theater, we want to return it to its original glory, and we need your help. And they said, well, Mrs. Morgan, that's a very nice idea, but the most rural county in West Virginia can definitely not support a performing arts center. And here we are, 25 years post the restoration.
Now, after a short drive down to Greenbrier County, we visit our next theater, the Lewis Theater. The theater was built in 1939 by the Yared's family in Lewisburg. Although we don't know much about this theater, besides it, like many theaters, was a vaudeville theater. The theater now hosts movies, live music, and performances for all to enjoy. Now, just take a nice walk down Church Street and you'll find Carnegie Hall. The building we know today was built in 1902, after the original building burned down in 1901. Carnegie Hall replaced one of 2 buildings for the Greenbrier College for Women after Andrew Carnegie donated over $26,000 to build it.
An interesting tidbit on that is when they did ask for the money for that, they called it a sanctuary, Andrew Carnegie did not fund any churches, and immediately wrote back, "We do not fund churches." and the president of the college then wrote back and said, "Of course, this is an auditorium for a college."
That college lasted to the 70s, and after the state used the building as a mental health facility for some time, the community came together to raise $8 million in less than 10 years to bring the space we know today. Now let's head to Hinton and visit the Ritz Theater. This theater opened in 1929 with what is believed to be the first film screened there, The Fall of Eve. And while it was renovated in 2009, this theater has been going strong since its start. The manager for this theater says it's the community feel and personal touch they provide to audiences that has helped keep this theater up and running for all this time.
Really what we try to focus on here is just is a community, the importance of community and the importance of being able to come and experience and see a movie with your loved ones or with your kids, your family, and just to have that experience in a way that I think differs from some of the bigger multiplexes. It's more of a personal touch, I think, here at the Ritz.
He says the local community can feel the hard work the staff does to provide this experience. Now we take the car and drive to Bluefield for the final two theaters. First stop in Bluefield is the historic Granada Theater. This theater is almost 100 years old as it opened in 1927. Over the years since its start as a vaudeville theater, it has welcomed a variety of performers and entertainers to Bluefield, including Frank Sinatra. It also screens films for all to enjoy. The theater did close down in the 70s and was recently restored in 2021. However, the restoration efforts did not slow down as the original Wurlitzer organ was redone back in 2024. The last theater on our adventure is just a 5-minute walk away from the Granada. It's the auditorium at the Bluefield Arts Center. This theater is unique as the original building was the old Bluefield Municipal Building. When the new municipal building was built, the city planned to demolish the original, but the community came together to have it repurposed into the Arts Center we know today. Now, we've traveled to 8 different theaters in 6 different counties, but the question is, why is preserving these local venues so important?
It really does offer, a window to the past.
There's a lot of rich history that we are very proud of here as West Virginians.
Magical it was to share that experience with other people. And
when people come into the theater, they're transported back in time.
Brings that history to life, so you know that you're participating with generations before you that have also enjoyed the arts here.
People need an outlet that they can go and kind of escape reality.
That sense of community is what these theaters thrive on, and they want to share their community with you. So preserving our history is a way to help grow our communities for the future. If you wish to help your local theater keep running, then go visit it when they have shows or movies playing, volunteer, or even donate. The help is appreciated. If you're a local theater who wants to join the Historic Theater Trail, you can apply at pawv.org. So if you want to visit all the theaters on the Historic Theater Trail, well, luckily for you, you only have to fill up your tank once for this trip. On the Historic Theater Trail for Newswatch, I'm Serena DeVanzo.
One Tank Trip, presented by WOAY.